Come on. Disney, what did you do? Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Nico. Welcome to the vlog. Okay, so for today, I wanted to split this video into two main parts. So the first one would be my experience getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Yes, because I finally got my first dose. And the second part being my way to sort of like still bring this back to the point of the vlog, which is to really talk about my newfound interest in toys. In the previous vlog, I mentioned that I bought already a mystery box from Big Boys. I bought 3 of them, and I already sort of made like a video. I was actually meaning to do this episode earlier, like maybe like last week, but I wasn't really feeling the video that I shot, and I didn't want to put up a video that I wasn't super happy about. So I figured, let's just put this off just a bit. Let's make it a little more interesting for myself, because I don't want to put out material that I'm not happy personally. I got my vaccine in the city of Taguig under the A4 classification, because my place of employment, our office is there. We're based in Taguig, so that makes me eligible to apply under A4 for there. Everything happened so fast, honestly, because I got my vaccine on the 28th of June. The prior Friday and this is towards the end of the day. That's when our human resource office mate messaged our company saying that, okay, we have 30 slots. We secured 30 slots. This is your schedule. This is the place where you go to. I got mine at SM Aura. I definitely jumped for the opportunity to get my first dose, because this whole pandemic's just like, oh boy. So I actually filmed a bit of the experience, just to briefly go through my specific experience for it, right? I did not bother bringing the camera that I'm using, my main camera, because it's just too big and I didn't want to lug around gear to get vaccinated. So I decided to like use my I purchased a new phone at the start of this month, the Samsung Galaxy A52. No, A52. The Samsung Galaxy A52 5G version. The specs, I don't really care about phone specs that much, so I will put these specs here. The ultra high definition video mode here allows me to shoot at 30 frames per second, so that's not the 24 frames per second that I usually do. The video might be a little weird. I've never honestly tried to like smash a 30 FPS into a 24 frame. I usually shoot 60 or 24, so we'll see. It's that weird middle ground that I personally, as a non-specifically video trained person, not exactly too sure. I think that's the realistic view. How that started, my schedule was from 8 to 11. That was the schedule that was aligned to me by our HR. And me being me, I went there early. I wanted to be there an hour early, just when the mall was about to let people in. I got there at 7 o'clock. Apparently, that wasn't early enough, because my mindset was I wanted to be first in line. I wanted to be first in the elevator so that I can go up and get this done. But a lot of people are already waiting in line prior to the mall opening. I didn't know how many people were allowed to line up, or I didn't know how many people were actually going to be part of the schedule. So I just assumed, okay, an hour seems like a decent like head start. Not really. So there was a line to the elevator. It was generally quick because I parked in the basement of SM Aura. There was a shorter line compared to the line that was outside, that just snaked around the mall perimeter. The elevator allowed only 4 people per ride. Yeah, so I patiently waited for my turn to get into the elevator. I reached the 6th floor. That's where Samsung Hall is. This is where the vaccine would be administered. This is broken down into separate steps, separate from people who've done this already, getting their second dose, and for people who are getting their first dose. You take your temperature, and then they tell you like which section, like which area of the hall lobby you stay at, depending if this is your first or second dose. Then you follow like a procedure where they first verify. Since I was A4, I had to prove that I was part of a company that was scheduled for that day. So it was a good thing I brought my company ID. So after that, it was a very quick process. They take you to that verification place to make sure that you're part of a company that's lined up for the day. And then they give you a form to fill out and this card. Then you go to the registration portion where they sort of like check you into the system. You need the Tagig Trace QR as well as the forms that have been accomplished, which you should have while waiting in line. There are people who check anyway, so that's not too bad. Right after that, they escort you to the place where they administer the vaccines. It's like the main hall itself, so it's pretty big. It's a really high roof. There's like 2 levels to it. The place is kind of dark. It's just really lit by spotlights and stuff like that. Yeah, so like one end of the hall is basically just a row of people who have syringes and the vaccines in like cold little coolers. They basically just ask you to take a seat right in front of where people get the vaccine, and you just stare at people sitting down getting needles jabbed into their arms, and you patiently wait for a station to become available for you. Real talk, I think there is a perk to being like really early, as much as I did, because I think I was the 40... what was I? I was the 46th in line according to the sticker that is on my vaccine card. Given that I got there at 7 o'clock, the stuff started really at 8. I was done less than an hour. I took a minute or two after registration. I sat down for a minute or two, and then the lady who was assisting people to the stations told me, the one on the very end is available for you. You can get your like you can head there now. So I was like, oh wow, this is a really fast process. I had a very nice quick chat with the person who was going to administer the vaccine to me. You know, just pakit konti lang, just to make sure that she actually gives me the dose. I don't know. I tend to try to endear myself to people who have like crucial things for life, such as the vaccine. Yeah, so I got the jab. It did not hurt. I did not cry. I have video to prove it. And then, yeah, they told me to just proceed to the next station, which was where you sort of like wait a couple of minutes, and they take your vitals, your blood pressure, and then they quickly asked me, are you this, are you that, are you this, are you that? Do you have this, do you have that? And I was like, no, I don't think I have those morbid sicknesses yet. Hopefully never. I think this is actually the place that took the most time, because maybe some people were not monitoring like how much time you're supposed to spend there. You're supposed to just stay there for like 15 minutes, but I started talking to my friends on Telegram. The time flew by. I didn't bother to monitor myself actually, because I was just like really enjoying. It was dark. I was placed sort of at the back of the hall, where the spotlights weren't hitting that much, so it was cool, it was dark, it was cold, the aircon was blasting, and I was talking to my friends, and I was just people watching, just seeing like how people are doing. I watched people go in the tarp with all the logos for you to like stand when you're done, so that you can take your picture for social media. People struggles going like, oh, this angle, just so that they can see where they shot me, or this one so that I can show the sign. And they were getting really creative. And I saw like a bunch of like power poses, and I saw a bunch of fashion poses. I saw a bunch of like old people who literally just stood there and took like a mugshot. That was super funny. Eventually someone did attend to me, and they realized, hey, this guy's he's been here a while. Maybe he can go now. He seems to not be showing adverse effects of a vaccine. Someone offered to take my picture using my phone. And I was like, nah, it's cool. I don't generally want to hand my stuff to strangers in dark rooms. So I just took a selfie video. Just for this vlog, actually. And then, it was really cute at the end. They set up like a station when you're done, where you can take like a lollipop, and they say like, you know, good job for taking, you know, for being brave. Here's a lollipop for being a brave little soldier. I got to SM Aura at 7, and I finished the whole thing. Like I left the premise at 9. And mind you, that should have been shorter because I kind of just chilled in the back after the job was given to me. So I could have probably been out there like 30 minutes or something. I don't know. So I'm very happy that I got my vaccine, the first dose of my vaccine done. And I'm very excited to get my second dose already. Just so that, one, this is out of the way, so I can slowly progress myself back into like whatever semblance of normalcy there possibly could be after someone's fully vaccinated. I do worry for myself because my line of work, I'm not fully work from home. I do have to be on site. I am in production, and it's inevitable for me to sort of have to be outside with other people. It's something always during my projects when I know that I'm exposed, and anything to sort of like combat that, even in the smallest of way, I feel is already something very worth it already. I'm very, very pleased that part 1 is done, and can't wait for the sequel. So since this is my vlog and I get to do basically whatever I want in my vlog without breaching YouTube guidelines, I'd like to plug this campaign, this initiative, this project that my company has been working on for the past couple of months, aimed for people who might still have questions about getting vaccinated. I implore anyone who still has any questions or any clarifications that they want to make, check out itstimetovax.com. In the description box, I'll put the link. You can just click there, go through the site. There's a lot of information about vaccination and the medical aspect of it and the social aspect of it. Resources that would help you sort of get your process going if you haven't yet. And if you're just curious, it's an okay read. It has nice colors. The font looks readable. I don't know how to plug this. Anyway, we also produced a video, and I'll quickly play it right here. It's cool that we got a lot of people from the entertainment industry talking about this, because it's really nice to raise awareness about the importance of getting vaccinated. We have people like James Deacon and Bitoy and Raymond Marasigan, and who else is there? Just a lot of people, and it was really nice to see. It's nice that this is this is made because of what it's for. This is for the country. This is for all of us. They also have a Facebook. They also have Instagram, so follow them too and their social media. Again, you can check out itstimetovax.com for any stuff that you still want to clarify about vaccinations. Anyway, so that's my vaccine story, and to sort of still bring this in theme about toys, I know I said last time that I would show the unboxing of the Big Boy mystery boxes, the 3 mystery boxes I bought from Big Boy, and I already did that video. I wasn't super happy, but you know what? Let's just show you the pops that I got out of it. For old time's sake, just because it's really fun for me, even though we don't have a box, let's open this knife. Very fun. Back here, the first pop that I got was... First one is King Bran, the Broken from Game of Thrones. So Bran Stark is the second son of Ned and Cat Stark, little brother to Robb Stark, who got yanked in the Red Wedding. Eventually became king of Westeros. This pop shows Bran Stark in a very primitive looking wheelchair. It's made out of wood because probably they did not have metal wheelchairs back then. But Bran wasn't always paralyzed. He was a young boy running around, climbing towers, and he had an unfortunate incident caused by Jaime Lannister. Pushed him off a tower, bro. That's kind of how you can see that Lannisters, maybe save for Tyrion, they weren't the best people. Pushed a kid off a tower, bro. Could have died. I'm surprised that Bran survived the fall. First and foremost, parang, do you have adamantium or vibranium bones? How did you survive that fall? Anyway, throughout the course of the show, what seemed like just a... He seemed helpless at first because he was just very bedridden, and he was kind of like a non-factor for the most part, but he became like insanely strong in the lore. Eventually became the Three-Eyed Raven. He's a warg. He can like green see. He can like, you know, jump into these like... He can travel time in his mind. Right. Oh. The candy bong's dead. That means I will speed this video up. Bran Stark. Cool. Second one. Batgirl. Okay, so Batgirl is not your typical Batgirl here. If you notice, she's pink. There's a reason for that. Funko did a thing with the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, and I'm assuming that these are like, you know, these are to raise awareness for breast cancer, because the color that is really associated with the breast cancer awareness effort is pink. Like, you'd see people who work on this have like pink ribbons here, and as you can see, Batgirl is not in her usual dark gray and sometimes purple, sometimes blue attire. So I'm going to guess that this is like Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon is, I feel, the most well-known Batgirl, but you know, there are other Batgirls. Like, Barbara Gordon isn't even the first Batgirl. That's Betty Kane, and then you have what's her name, Cassandra Cain, and you have Stephanie Brown, and a few other, like 1, 2, or 3, maybe 2 more people who don the Batgirl persona. I'm just confident in saying that she's like the most well-known Batgirl. So as you can see, she's pink here to raise awareness for breast cancer. Like, it says here in the back of the box that Funko made a $25,000 donation to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, regardless of how many of the breast cancer awareness pops they actually sell. So that's good. I hope that this, me purchasing a mystery box, helped in that effort. I don't know the dynamics of like how this series works, but I'm happy to know, I'm happy to read that you know, a donation was made regardless of how much sales was generated. If this is just simply like a way for people to, like, you know about breast cancer, like to be made more aware of breast cancer, the more for it. I'm all for it. Because of this, I think I want to like look for more pops with a cause, if you know what I mean. Like, I know for a fact that there are other DC characters that have like a breast cancer awareness version. I saw a Superman one, I saw the Joker, I saw Batman, I saw Harley Quinn. Now I want to see if there are other pops with like, you know, a dual purpose. Collection and awareness. Cool. Last one. Okay, so it's Rey in gold from Star Wars. I don't like the sequel trilogy story-wise. I'm sorry. When I opened this and I saw Rey, I was like, come on. Disney, what did you do? A lot of people give, you know, episode 1 such a hard time, and I get it. But at the time, I was a kid, so I didn't really see through the nonsense. I will say it. I was really amused with Jar Jar when I was 9 years old. So that movie still sort of endeared itself to me, and it has a different like sort of meaning, and it holds a particular spot. I have a fond spot for the prequels because I was a kid and I didn't really analyze, like I didn't analyze plots, you know. It was just really fun, but it didn't make so many cop-outs, so many like plots that just was like, so many plots that were just like, what? And so many like moments that I found, because I watched this older, I was a little more critical. I have no words for it. I'm not super happy with the sequels, man. I mean, like, the pop looks cool. She's in gold. She's holding a lightsaber. It's probably like Luke's lightsaber. you get what you get in a mystery box. It's a special edition one, so at least there's that. Let's check prices because I already input this on my app, but maybe as of filming this, maybe the price changed, so I want to make sure that the visual that I put here is accurate as to editing my material here and my material there. Alright, so I'm sorry to the Star Wars fans. I got the mystery box at 499 pesos per, plus shipping. So it's like 530 whatever per box. Did I do Lazada magic? I can't remember. Maybe. Let's see. Was it? Sorry. This is what you get for like delaying videos and not double checking your material before you shoot. Okay, so Brand the Broken, according to the app, is 438 pesos. So Batgirl over here. On the app, it's the Target exclusive version. So obviously, since this is the regional special edition one, there is a slight difference in value, but whatever. On the app, it says 730 pesos. Probably not gonna be as much, but whatever. It's cool. Awareness. And last is Rey Skywalker. You know how much of a cop-out? You know how much of a cop-out that was? Skywalker. Whatever. Rey in metallic gold is 536 pesos according to the app. Next haul, I'm gonna try to make it better. This looks nice. Maybe I'll unbox you because I don't really... Does any... Okay, you know what? Comment down below if you want this one. We can set up a trade. I don't know if you want to buy this because this is available naman. If you want to trade, we can trade. Especially if you're in the National Capital Region area or the Rizal area. So that's the episode. Before we go, try to make sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. Helps the channel out. Okay, I want to make this video as short as possible so that we can move on with our lives. This is really just a catch-up episode. And I wanted to talk about the vaccine. Yeah, so take care, see you soon, have a good one. And we're done.